Well, I think he played an amazing tennis, almost perfect. If I can say perfect, I mean I couldn't find solutions. I couldn't find the way to make him feel uncomfortable on the court. But it was a great game for his side.
Hey, Carlos. Uh, you've had losses where um, you've been happy with how you played, and even in Indian Wells, you said you were more happy with your level than the results, even. Um, How would you characterize tonight? Is tonight a night when you can be happy with how you played, or were you not where you expected to be?
Well, I think I played a good tennis. I mean, I left the court thinking that probably I had to tense my game a little bit earlier. Uh, but anyway, I felt like I played a good tennis, not perfect, but a good one. But I feel let's say bad. I have a lot of frustrations right now because he made me feel like I'm 13 years old. It was crazy. I was talking to my team, saying that I don't know what I have to do. I don't know, his weakness. I don't know anything. That's why I have frustration right now. But in the fact of tennis, I left the court happy with my level.
Carlos, Adam Ross, Florida Tennis, you've already alluded to this. You played pretty well, and Grigor just seemed to play out of his mind. He was in the zone, moving well, returning well, serving well. Um, in those type of situations, do you just tip your cap and say, well played, or are you going to analyze this? Like, how do you interpret this? Because again, you certainly played well. He just seemed to play too well. Thank you.
Well, I really want to see the stats. Probably they are gonna rank him 10 or 9.9, something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Once you step on the court, it's even tougher to find solutions to see where you have to go or what you have to do. But probably the next match that I'm gonna play against him, that I'm sure that there's gonna be another one. I'll try to do a lot of different things, and let's see what's gonna be. But seeing Grigor playing at this level is really tough to play against him.
Carlos, Shanghai was 3 sets, but the second and third sets were a similar scoreline to tonight. What was the Was there a difference? Was there a similarity between Shanghai and here tonight?
Well, honestly, in Shanghai, I didn't play too well. Let's say I think today I play better. Saying the play like playing tennis. I think I play better today than the second and third side in Shanghai. That in China I made more mistakes. In the first second ball than today, and but I don't know. I think he played even better today. As I said, he played great. I couldn't find I couldn't find solutions on today's match. His game was perfect, and yeah, I think he played better today than Shanghai.
Hey, Carlos from W Radio in Colombia. It was a tough match, we know, and you said it already. But what what do you think right now for yourself? How can you look for the next challenge that you have?
Well, mm, I don't know. I mean, I have to wait a few days to see everything, but it's no time to get down right now. The season, well, there are a lot of tournaments ahead. The season just began, and I have to practice. I'm 100%. Find the power, let's say, to continuous, practicing while enjoying practicing, and really looking forward to playing the next tournament.
I mean, I feel good. I'm I'm not rating anything yet since I have to play again, tomorrow. So I'm trying to stay on point. And this is how our sport is. You appreciate it, of course. You're very happy with the current win, and then you have to quickly move on and start focusing on the next match. I think at the moment I'm just very pleased that I was able to go through that match. To go through it in such a manner, and I already have another match to play tomorrow. So, to be completely honest with you, everything kind of shifted already for tomorrow. But again, very proud of myself that I was able to play such a good and clean match overall. So yeah, very grateful to be again to be that far into a Masters event, and I'm very excited for what's next. Well, I mean, it's of course when you win a match like that, you can say so. But again, I mean, Carlos is such a I always call him like a firecracker. He's amazing. He's no, no. I love watching him play. Honestly, I love watching him playing. I love practicing against him, competing against him. I mean, I'm 12 years older than him, so it's honestly a lot of fun for me to challenge myself. So it's a great opportunity for me. Um, but also against him, you cannot really let him hit the ball. I think we saw what happened even when I was up a break in the second set. The game he broke me, it was straight up four forehands. Absolutely nothing I could have done. So can I get mad? Yeah, I can. But there was no there was no reason for me to kind of drift away. I just had to stay patient. I was aware of what was happening, how it was happening, and I knew that if I had another chance and opportunity, I could really like step in, and that would have given me another opportunity, and that's what happened. I think in the last game, I didn't pull back. I kept on believing in the game that I was playing, and again, the execution was very good.
Interesting you say that you're 12 years older than him, because he just said that you made him feel like a 13-year-old.
So that's a great comment.
Now, you've touched on there's no time to celebrate. What do you do now going in against Zverev, who has a pretty good record on you?
Just like every other match. As I said, we have like limited time to celebrate, to get ready, to prepare, and right now the most important thing is to prepare for the match. I'm not gonna think from now what I can do. I think it's just very important to stay in the moment. I think that's what our game is about. I mean, I think that's the beauty of our game, and it's always the most simple things are the most difficult to do. And I think this is actually what I did tonight. I was just trying to do everything as simple as possible, and any execution that I had, a sitting ball to come in, ball to hit a slice, to do something with the ball, I was just on it, and same thing. I think in a way the same thing tomorrow, the same thing every match that I'm gonna be playing from now on. So there's no pulling back.
Hello, Igor.
How are you, man?
Congratulations. When you play such a level, is it something, I don't know, in the afternoon at the warm up? Do you feel it coming by, I don't know, your practice session, the warm up? Do you have signs that it could be a very good evening?
Yeah, I love reading the horoscope every morning. So that's the one thing I love doing that. But I don't know, man. That's a good question. No, not really. Not really. Also, the past 2 3 days, to be honest, I barely hit any balls of practice. Conditions are very different throughout the day, at night. So you always try to kind of focus on focus on what works. And I think this has been always a tournament that somehow I've been doing well, but then not well. So it's been a very interesting relationship that I've had with this event. So I think every year I'm trying something new, and finally, after I don't know how many appearances here, I feel like okay, finally I'm doing something right, and I think I'm just gonna stick to that. And I think again the basic stuff, you know, the recovery, preparing for the matches. Resting, food, all that, it really adds up. You know, it's been a long trip overall. The past, I would say, 3 4 weeks, plus coming from California. So it's been it's been an absolute pleasure for me to be as professional as I can be, and really have zero regrets. And I think also I'm very proud of myself, but of course with my team and everyone that's been helping me to stay also in that bubble. If you say, I think it's very important, and I think also after years of experience, you kind of learn a thing or two, and I want to live every moment out there.
Last two.
Hey, Grigor, well done. Are there things about your game that you think match up well against his game?
I mean, I like his game a lot, so I think overall I like his game a lot. Like he's for me one of the craftiest player out there, and sometimes I can put myself in his shoes in certain moments, and I kind of can guess, so to speak, what might come. But it might come. It's not like it will. But as I said, he's so explosive throughout the court. So you really need to put him in uncomfortable position. And I think, and sometimes you need to deliver that power yourself in order to be able to sustain also his shot. So it's a very interesting game sometimes, especially when you have a delicate points. Sometimes you have to play a little bit cat and mouse to see who's going to hit that first shot. But that is all in the game. I'm sure he feels it the same way. He's already such a complete player at such a young age, and you could see that he generates, he slows down the game, he goes with a kick serve, great drop shots coming into the net. So it's a very completed player already. But again, in the same time, I like that type of a game because it also keeps me alert throughout the time. So maybe that one thing that I would say it's the closest to matching.